what's Islam's contribution to different domains of life, and compare them with the atheistic worldview. Because I remember Sam Harris, you know, the well-known atheist, neuroscientist, who claims to be a neuroscientist. And he's saying, for example, atheism actually fulfills your desires, your self-interest. But religion doesn't. This is a false premise. We don't accept that. If you're talking about religion at large, this could be, you know, accepted. But if you're talking about Islam in particular, it is about fulfilling your absolute self-interest, not your particular narrow-minded worldly self-interest, your absolute interest. Not the interest of your, you know, like individual interest, which has unintended consequences, negative unintended consequences in the future. So this is what actually separates and distinguishes Islam from other systems. It's about fulfilling your desire, your self-interest, but in relation to other self-interests in society and nation and nature. This is why we have what? Pollution, environmental pollution. Environmental pollution is about violating a fundamental concept and principle of the Quran, which is adequacy and the necessity of resources, using them to a certain extent. Now, when we follow Sam Harris's maxim with nature, we will get pollution because everybody is following his own self-interest. The Quran, the revelation, tells us to exploit the resources of the earth only to a certain amount, which fulfills our adequate desires in an adequate way, in a sufficient way, and then stop going beyond that. And this is why we have the capitalist system, which is consuming our lives, consuming our money, consuming our health, and also causing detrimental problems to the environment. Daniel Bell, you know Daniel Bell, the one who wrote about the problems of capitalism, the well-known sociologist from Harvard University. You go and buy his book, Daniel Bell, about the problem of capitalism. He talked about all the problems which follow from following self-interest without guidance. He didn't say, of course, Allah, but I'm telling you, without guidance from Allah and the revelation. So this actually gives you an indication of the collective aspect versus the individualistic aspect that is being promoted by atheism and backed up by secularism and capitalism, and also maximized by liberalism. So what is Islam about? It's about taking all the good things from these different ideologies in very moderate way and amalgamating them, joining them together. There is an amount of liberalism, which is freedom, and there is an amount of capitalism. You have properties and private property. There is an amount of socialism. There is an amount, but it doesn't take these to extremes, you see. So I remember Haywood in his book, Political Ideologies, saying that Islam steers the middle way between capitalism and socialism, you see. So we need to pay attention to what Islam has to offer for humanity.